Good morning, my beautiful people, and welcome back to Sun Up on 7. We're here joined via Zoom with Miss Shelly-Ann Solomon, who's an award-winning strategist, and we'll be talking about Caribbean excellence on the global stage, representing your culture with confidence. Good morning, Miss Shelly-Ann. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm good, actually.
All right. You look quite nice, especially in that setting, the environment as well. It's giving very demure. But I wanna first ask you to introduce yourself. You're a winning strategist. Tell us more about that.
Well, first, I'm an entrepreneur,
Okay.
mentor, and I'm a business strategist to women in the Caribbean and the diaspora. The reason why I chose this path is a simple decision. I have been a successful entrepreneur for over 25 years, and I decided that I wanted to teach my Caribbean women how I attained success. Now the story is out there. I started with $40 and I flipped that into seven figures in just a couple of years. So
Wow.
that I had a formula that worked and I didn't have to leave the Caribbean to do it. I did it right here. So I want to just pass that on and I want to teach strategies, methods, and formulas that work for us.
Oh, I love that. That's a beautiful story, a very inspiring story as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
that I'm sure everybody ears perked up at that point. I think, like you said, you didn't have to leave the Caribbean to achieve this, and I think here in the Caribbean we have a lot of culture, but a lot of times on the outside stage, especially in like more developed countries, we're looked down upon. So how do you maintain that balance of Caribbean culture plus, showing up in an international way?
I stay very grounded and clear about who I am before I enter any room. I don't have any desire or aim to change my identity or to change anything about my culture. I believe that my identity is solid. I merge my Caribbeanness with global best practices and I show up confidently. I don't code switch. I don't switch up my values. I don't minimize my story. And I don't separate my success from my Caribbean roots. Because Caribbean culture taught me emotional intelligence, adaptability, relationship building, and resilience. Those are leadership skills globally. So instead of leaving my culture behind, I let it inform how I lead, speak, and connect with other cultures.
I love that. What you said just now just truly warmed up my heart because I literally came across something the other day about Caribbean excellence and why we shouldn't especially code switch for anybody at all. Because when, let's say, foreigners come to our country, they don't code switch for us either.
Right.
So why should we be code switching? And you stay enriched in your own Caribbean culture. Stay proud of your own Caribbean culture because your Caribbean culture comes from your ancestors who have developed this code for so many years. You are a part of them. They are a part of you. So be proud of that. So definitely when you said that just now, whew, my heart went warm, completely warm. But moving on now, you said that you teach Caribbean women about these strategies. Tell us more about what these teachings are like.
I base everything on life design. And I start with all of my clients there. What does your ideal life look like? What do you want your life to feel like, look like? What is it that you're shooting for? What are your goals, your aspirations? Do you want a legacy? What are the incentives that will make you wake up every day and say, wow, I love this life? So I start there. And then we move into business strategies and acumens and methods and formulas suited for the Caribbean environment, the Caribbean culture, and also strategies that help us to expand beyond our borders. So it's a lot of personal development, emotional intelligence, behavioral regulation, understanding delayed gratification, and also understanding that you are an amazing person coming from the Caribbean. We generally have to work 10 times harder to walk in any room. So when we walk in the room, we have to walk in confidently because we know that we belong here. Not because we slid in, not because anybody, gave us a little push in. I mean, some people open doors, but to walk in and to be confident, capable, and ready, we have to be prepared for that. So I teach my women to not only build successful businesses, but build themselves to elevate their skills, their emotional intelligence, their personal development. All of these different attributes lead to good entrepreneurship. So it's not just about making money, it's about legacy, it's about success, it's about culture, and it's also about your elevation and creating a business that supports the life that you want to wake up and say, yes, this is my life.
Ooh, love it.
And what would you say would be some of maybe the basic tips or advice that you give to these people in how they can develop that confidence within themselves?
First thing I will say to my women or any of my clients, believe in yourself. Because whatever you believe affects your behavior. It affects the confidence and the assuredness that you show up with. And we need that because our presence and our confidence speaks long before our credentials shows up. It speaks how we show up, our confidence, our ability to present ourselves like we belong in this room shows up before we open our mouth. It shows up before they read our bio or our portfolio. So I tell women, prepare yourself in a holistic way. Once you do that, you enter spaces with more confidence. And the confidence is what will carry you through. When things get difficult, courage will come because you know that you are confident in what you can do, what you can accomplish, and where you have come from. Also, make sure that you're not showing up and presenting fluff or surface information or you are out of your depth. When you are showing up, make sure you're showing up capable and competent. Again, your capability and your competence will boost your confidence. And that takes us further than any degree or anything like that from my experience over my 25 years helping women and also myself build businesses.
I love that. I love that. And thank you so much for the amount of work that you've been putting into, especially Caribbean women at that. Such a powerful, just a powerful entity to deal with. In terms of now people accessing your services, how can people go about doing that?
Well, that's easy. You can go to my website, www.shelly-Aqui.com, and decide what type of help you want, and you will see a program, a coaching course, a tool, anything that you may need to help you, whether it's from setup to speed or to legacy. All right? And you can reach out to me on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. I'm very active and I'm very, very consistent there. I will respond.
All right.
And I understand you were nominated for a prestigious opportunity. Can you talk to us more about that?
Nominations are always interesting to me. With regards to nominations, the body of work that I do will get me in the door, but my community will get me to the finish line. This nomination is special because I'm the only Caribbean woman nominated. I'm the only Caribbean woman in the race. And that's exciting because now this win, and I know we're going to do it because we're going to unite as the Caribbean people. I'm going to bring that award to the Caribbean because I believe our Caribbean women and the generations coming up behind need to see more pictures of possibilities. So this is not just about an award or a trophy for me. It is a statement. It is a statement that says we are Caribbean, we are capable, and we can break borders. And now we are being recognized internationally. Not just because we want accolades or status, but because we want to paint a picture of possibility and we want to create a pathway for the generations coming. Because the more pictures of possibilities our young people see, or other Caribbean women see and men, the more they believe that it is attainable or accessible to them. So I am hoping that the Caribbean will rally around this and will bring this home for the Caribbean. Not so much for me, it will be nice, but my excitement is around bringing this home for the Caribbean.
I love that. Love that. Ms. Shelly-Ann, as we're coming to the close of this segment, and I don't want it to end, but as we're coming to the close of this segment, I see a lot of your past students in this chat, and I want to ask you if you have any final words for them and for prospective clients of yours as well.
Well, you know, excellence isn't emerging; it's evolving. We are brilliant, we are capable, we are competent, and we are also credentialed. We are not second-class citizens. Being Caribbean doesn't put you in second place. Being in second place is a mindset. Believing who we are and knowing that we deserve a spot anywhere on this list and we can bring value. So we are not just emerging, we are also evolving. And when we show up confidently as our authentic, unique selves, we don't just represent culture, we elevate the culture. So step up, speak out, and show up as often as you can, and speak up as confidently as you can. And when you walk into rooms, make sure that you are capable.
Love that. Love. Perfect way to end off this segment again. I think that's a beautiful way of ending. Step up, speak up, and show out.
Right.
Love it. Thank you so much, Miss Shelly-Ann, for joining us here. Hopefully, we could get you in actual person next time to discuss more about after we've won. From this nomination. I see some people putting in the link in here to actually go and vote for her. Guys, access that link, go vote. Bring this home to us Caribbean people.